What's up, everybody? I'm PT, and welcome to the show. So, you mean to tell me Beyonce had a wreck, child, and almost she saw the light flash before her eyes? Ooh, child, we got some update on Nelly, and Ashanti, and the reality show that they got. Is Cardi B pregnant? Well, Chrisean Rock, y'all might not know who she is, but that's the baby mother of the Blueface. Yeah, the fighter. Yeah, and so much other stuff we're gonna get into. Let's get into it. If you're ready, let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. I like this. I like this. I like this. Hey, 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 hey. Like this. One, two. Like this. 1, 2. Good show, everybody. Welcome. All right. Today is a late Sunday into Monday. I don't know where you're located, but of course, if you're on the East Coast, it's already Monday. And yeah, we're going to talk about that in a little while. But welcome, everybody. Hope everybody is well. Listen, I had a long day today, child. Ooh, Lord, I had a long day today. I played for my church. I played the drums. I went live at church. Nobody say nothing, so I just hung up the live. Yeah, but I did go on YouTube. Nobody said that, but I went on TikTok and everybody was saying, "Oh, PT, I didn't know you played the drums." Yeah. So if y'all, I would have stayed the whole time. Well, not the whole time, but I would have stayed a little bit longer if y'all had said something. But y'all didn't say nothing, so I just hung up the live. I don't want to bother you. No. Anyway, y'all, don't forget my birthday is coming up July the 10th. Excuse me. And if all plans go well, I will be on KAZI in Austin, Texas, with the morning grind. Of course, that's Jabari on the far left, down on the end, and the other gentleman there at KACI in Austin, Texas. Now, my birthday is the 10th, but I will be on the radio station on the 9th. If you would like to contribute to my trip to Austin, there's my cash app on the bottom. There's been only one person so far. No, there's been two that's contributed to my trip to Austin, and I will shout you out on the radio station that morning. Sure will. Yeah. So if you'd like to send something to the cash app for me to get to Austin and make sure I'm set and make sure I'm good, there you have it. Okay, we got so much to get into. And again, happy belated birthday to Gary with the T, my good friend. God bless him. He's such a great guy. We talked the other day. One thing about that bitch, though, the bitch says she gonna call you back. You'll be waiting on the 4 or 5 weeks for him to call you back. But anyway, so I love me some Gary. Anyway, I love him. All right, so now I don't know if y'all saw what happened over the weekend. Some of y'all are not. Are y'all Beyonce fans? I like Beyonce. I don't hate Beyonce at all. I like Beyonce. I don't listen to her music like I used to listen to, Whitney Houston. I don't listen to her like that. But I like her. I don't have an issue with her. You have a lot of people, we won't say names, that always throwing her under the bus. I don't have no reason to throw her under the bus. She's not Whitney. She's not this person. She's Beyonce. See, a lot of people would be a lot better with their lives. Amen. If they would just realize that I'm not this person, you're not that person. We are who we are. We are all individual human beings. And a lot of people are going to be miserable for the rest of their lives because they always try to compare Beyonce to this person. Beyonce is Beyonce. Well, I don't know if y'all heard or not, but sad news to report. She almost had a bad, well, she did have an accident, a car accident. And the word on the streets is her life flashed before her eyes. You ever had that happen before your life flashed before your eyes? Oh, it's really sad. So I was talking to my mama. My mama gave me the tea because I didn't know anything about it. She said, you hear about Beyonce having a wreck on one of them freeways? I said, no. She said, yes, she had. You need to check into it. A freeway? What was she doing driving? So you know how people say you always get the tail end of something. Well, Mom, you got the tail end of everything. Beyonce, first of all, she was not on the road. I don't even think Beyonce drives. It was actually at the concert. And it was Pride weekend in Houston, by the way. Happy Pride to everybody. Pride is just about over, but yeah, I'm surprised she went to Houston for Pride because they probably would have laid her out. Yeah, because so anyway, here is the video, y'all. And baby, my life would have flashed before my eyes too if I this had happened to me. And I said, "Ooh, Beyonce, I know she's scared, but baby, she held her composure, honey. I'm sure she was up there praying, but I'm sure some people got fired, after this. Let's watch this video. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music down because I don't want to. There she go on the far left right there. This came from a YouTube short video. There she go. Yeah. Oh my God, bless her heart. The flying car. Amen. Jesus, my God, bless her, God. Give us strength, Heavenly Father. Oh my God, Jesus. Oh my God, Beyonce, we praying for you, baby. Oh, don't do this again. And baby, they screamed and they hollered, baby. They screamed and they hollered.
They better fix that goddamn car.
Yeah. They screamed and they hollered, baby, when they brought the Queen Bee down. So prayers go out to Beyonce. Y'all just be careful. Y'all be careful with Beyonce. Y'all ain't got to be doing all that extra stuff. Beyonce, we know you can sing, and we know you like doing all that Michael Jackson extra stuff. But just, sometimes you just, would it have been a mess if she had been unalive doing Pride? That would not be cute, bitch. But a word on the streets, whoever was in charge of that, they got fired. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you got fired. You know that. Y'all know that thing. But then, too, somebody said it was a setup. Somebody said it was a setup. Somebody said all that was just, I'm just saying, allegedly. Somebody said it was a setup so that, let me move on if I get in trouble. But yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I don't know if she's gonna try this again. On her, she's on I believe Beyonce's on tour. You know what? Yeah, let me take up for Beyonce right quick. I'll be looking at the comments and I'll be seeing y'all white people. I say y'all, she ain't no country artist. She just Beyonce. She'll never be. Y'all, some of y'all racist white people, y'all will never change. It's just eating you alive that you just can't. The girl is from Texas. She from Texas. We are Texans, baby. I'm from Texas. Listen, when I first came on the scene back in the early 80s into the 90s, we didn't wear Jordans. We wore cowboy boots at the gay bar and hats. But now, in the LGBTQ plus community, how are you doing? This new generation that came along, and now everybody wants to be a thug. I'm not saying that all gay people have to be hard like a rock, but you mean everybody that's gay is hard like a rock? No. And it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. You don't have to be, over flamboyant. You don't have to be over macho. You can just be yourself. And we used to wear them boots. Everybody, gay and straight, well, when I meant to say feminine gay dudes, masculine gay dudes, everybody wore boots. But honey, when the Timberlands came through and then the Jordans, everybody wanted to be hood with grills. And that's okay, because I like dudes that wear grills and stuff. Let me move on, because I'm getting off track. Do y'all like guys with grills? Okay, all right, let's move on. All right, y'all, we want to talk about now. Tomorrow is the big day, baby. Tomorrow, I know y'all sick of this trial. Bitch, I am done and over with this trial. But tomorrow is the day, baby. Tomorrow might be the day. Tomorrow might be the day that they decide on if this man is going to spend the rest of his given life, in prison, or some months and 6 to 7 days in prison. We're going to find out hopefully on tomorrow. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm ready. I go to bed listening to CNN. I listen to CNN every night. Most of the time, I got the phone or something right by my head, because I was asleep today, and I heard about those the fire guys, the fire department gentleman who was ambushed and unalive. after they went to try to put the fire out. So yeah, I'll be asleep, but I'll be listening. You know how you be asleep, but you can hear stuff at the same time. Yeah. All right. So don't forget on tomorrow we'll see. We're going to see what happens. This is going to be breaking news. I think he's going to be found guilty of something. I don't know what. Honey, they spent too much money to let this man walk. You know, and Sean Puffy Combs, he almost got the boot. You know, I don't know if y'all been keeping up with everything, but the judge almost let him say, he almost gave him the boot and was like, hey, you can't, you cannot come in here no more because you're doing too much. He mean mugging. He wasn't mean mugging the jury, but he was just doing little eyes. You know how when you see somebody you like and they cute, you be like, doing a little extra stuff. Well, he was doing extra stuff. During the trial, the judges told him, don't you do it again. Oh, man. Sex trafficking, and then, they drop some stuff. I don't know, y'all. This is going to be interesting. And just imagine if he's not able, if he's not, or if it's a hung jury, or if he's found not guilty. Oh my God, this is going to be crazy. But everybody's saying that Trump is going to pardon him anyway, even if he's found guilty. But we'll see. Tomorrow's the big day, so y'all. Hopefully tomorrow's the big day, so y'all make sure y'all tune in right here on PT's Point of View. Okay, all right. Now Nelly, I just talked about Nelly. Oh wait a minute, hold on. It was something. No, okay. I'm gonna talk about Nelly. I was talking about Nelly the other day. Excuse me. And Nelly, him and Ashanti, they have their own reality show, which I'm okay with that. But Ashanti's mom was sitting down with her, and she, by the way, she looked just like her mama. Anyway, Ashanti and her mom were sitting down, and they were talking about Nelly taking this gig. Y'all remember when he took this gig for the Trump thing, or whatever? Well, since then, Nelly has finally spoke up about it and said some things about it, and so did her mom. And this is what the mom said. Now, I can't show the video. I don't want to take a chance because it is from a reality show. So I can only put a picture in front of this and only let you hear the audio. Okay. So let me see here. Let me see. I'm going to pull this up and let y'all hear it. You can only hear it. And I'm going to tell y'all what I think about him doing this. And let's see here. Okay, here it is. I think this is it right here. Let's see if this is it right here.
So, they asked Big Head to perform for the inauguration.
What?
We just had a conversation.
What'd he say?
He's thinking about it. I think he's kind of leaning towards doing it. This is more about the opportunity of performing at the White House as opposed to performing for like a particular candidate. With everything, there are pros and cons. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, it's a lot.
It's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
This is very emotional for me. My dad was heavy into civil rights. He marched on Washington with Martin Luther King, and he also marched to Selma when he came back to Glen Cove.
Okay. All right. So the video goes on, and she talked about how her dad marched with Martin Luther King, and he was a part of the civil rights movement, so on and so on. And now, not Ashanti, but Nelly, who I talked about last week, when this lady said that he squirted in her 2 weeks ago. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I already talked about that. He responded to it, and he was basically saying, well, we've done this.
So,
sorry. We've done this for the community. We've done that for the community, and so on and so on. And so this is how I feel about that whole situation. I don't give a damn how much you have done for this community. There comes a time when you have to stand, like really stand for us. Because you could do all of these things, all of these years all of your life for the community, but they take that one time for you to screw it up. Trump does not have our backs. He does not have. And listen, a lot of these celebrities say, "Oh, I don't endorse." This is a different time, y'all. We're not living in the same times we were living in 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago. Well, it's always been crazy here in the United States, but we're living in a different time now. This is a Trump MAGA era. This is that close to being a Hitler area. And I'm going to talk about that later on. Some news you can use. This is not the same. They're not even Republicans. Can I just say what they are? Racist white people who want to get rid of everybody and make this a white power, white nation. So you have to, Nelly, you have to, Ray J with your little tired ass, and all you other ones, Soldier Boy, I ain't forgot you either. You have to take a stand for us. Damn, did he give you multi-millions of dollars? Are y'all hurting that bad? I mean, I understand that we all are hurting. But there comes a time that we got to stand with one another. It's not that much money in the world. Sometimes you got to go broke to make a stand. And I say that, I say, why not? Why not endorse a black woman? Why not endorse? Look, they talking about Pete Buttigieg, who's an openly gay man. He has a husband. They're talking about he's in the polls for being the next president. A lot of y'all might frown on that, but I've told y'all a million times: stay out of the bedroom. What is it? You can't judge a book by its cover. Just because you see a gay man with another man, don't think that he can't do the job. Look what happened with Bayard Rustin and Martin Luther King. This man was an openly gay man. I talk about it all the time. And Martin Luther King trusted him to put the March on Washington together. If he's good enough to do that, I'm good enough to do anything, especially be on somebody's radio station. But they can't stay at my bedroom. Oh, I know it. They don't say it, but I know it. I ain't put that punk on the radio. I see it. I just feel it in my spirit when I talk to some of these people. But I think sometimes this era that we're living in now, I think we just need to stand. We need just to make a stand, and we need to just say, look, this is what it is. I'm not going to support y'all because y'all don't support us. And Nelly, Ashanti was talking, and she was saying that, well, I'm not the girlfriend anymore. I'm the wife. And so it's his decision. No, it's both of y'all decisions. And you as a black woman, sometimes you got to lead the black man, because sometimes the black man don't know. A lot of these black men, now we know the Bible says that men are supposed to be the head of the household and all that. But sometimes these men don't have their head on their shoulders. And you black women are glory. You black women are the ones who lead the way. They're like a preacher right now. Hiya. Sometimes you black women are the ones who are leading the way. Come on, PT. Preach. Hey, hallelujah. I'm serious, y'all. You black women are leading the way. And Ashanti, you should stand up to your man, and you need to tell him, no, honey, don't go there. Between Ashanti and Nelly, they ought to have enough money to where he don't have to stoop that low and go over there and do that for Trump. Same goes for Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, you ought to sit your ass down somewhere, because you the main one running around talking about calling Donald Trump trolls and trolling him all online. Next thing you know, you dancing with, hey, I'm Donald Trump. And they roasted your ass. Whew. I tell you, y'all, I just think sometimes with the way things are going now, and this environment that we're in, we got to take a stand. And some of y'all black and y'all celebrities be out there watching me. I know y'all be watching PT. I know y'all be secretly be watching me. It gonna come a time when you're gonna have to stand up. You're gonna have to say who you are for, because again, we're living in a different time. So I think that Ashanti was safe about what she said, but let me tell you what you should have said, Ashanti. You should have said, well, I told my husband, I see what Donald Trump is doing. You're taking away women's rights, gay rights, black rights, all rights but white rights. Yeah, you're trying to take away everything. And why would you even want to be affiliated? Okay, even if you don't want to say I'm a Democrat or independent, then why would you even go around being around this? If you're gonna go do something for Trump, then you should have did something for Kamala Harris. Just saying. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I know y'all might not believe me. If the Lord don't come back before the next election, and if we nuked, I see it. And y'all may not see it, and y'all may not want it, but there's going to be a gay president one day, and you gotta put this out of your mind that no, God ain't ready for that. God ain't ready for. You have to separate the church and state, y'all. We not. I know biblically you don't want to, but we live in a country where we're supposed to separate this church and state. If Buttigieg is qualified, well, he's more qualified than Trump to run this country. Why not? He's the man served in the military. You know, the man, he's only had one husband. Come on, PT. So, excuse me. So anyway, I just think that a lot of you black women out there who are, and y'all black Trump supporter women out there watching me, you may be a Democrat and your man, and some of you rappers too. Yeah, these young rappers call themselves Republicans and running for voting for Donald Trump and running in the name of Martin Luther King, child. I know Martin would just turn over in his grave knowing how these folks is acting. Let's move on, y'all. We got to talk about Chrisean Rock. Here's a picture of Chrisean Rock. You should go right here. And the reason why I put Chrisean up here with James White Chanel, child, y'all remember the time that she had popped James White Chanel in the mouth and allegedly knocked his teeth out? Whoop, yes, ma'am, honey. Okay, let me break it down to you. So what happened was, Chrisean Rock was doing the tour with Tamar. Okay, and of course James White Chanel, he does backup for Tamar. Well, apparently she was supposed to be doing something on the show, and she wasn't there doing a cue, and so all hell broke loose. So James comes in the back, and James is like, "Hey, let's get this together. It's gonna be okay." And he's trying to mediate everything. He's trying to calm everything down. And next thing he allegedly popped him in the mouth, and knocked his teeth out. Oh my God, she's bad. Oh, Chrisean Rock goes for bad, baby. I'm telling you, she's the one you don't want to play with. And speaking of her, this is her old man right here too. He's locked up in prison right now. He should be getting out soon. Last I heard, I've been talking about, that's Blueface. I started talking about Blueface almost 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 years ago. Blueface is bad too. When I tell you he fights with his hands, he's not like a what's his name with the boxing? No, he barehanded fighting. And he's off the chain, baby. He will whoop your ass and up under the bridge. So, one time, okay, I don't want to tell that story about when he went to the club and put the man in ICU. But one time he got into it with Soldier Boy. And baby, he told Soldier Boy, "I want you to meet me at so-and-so and so-and-so." And this is LA, right? Baby, he got his cell phone. And he was going down the street. He was asking the Mexicans, "Y'all know Soldier Boy? Soldier Boy, where you at? I'm right here, my nigga. Where you at?" Yeah, he was just going around. Baby, he was ready to whoop Soldier Boy's ass. Let me tell you something. Soldier Boy knew better not to show up because Chrisean Rock got hands on him. Yeah, Soldier Boy. So the whole family band, they all fight, allegedly, but we got some good news. She got a job offer, and she's very, very, very excited about it. She was so excited about it, baby. She was speaking in tongues. Now, I don't want y'all to laugh at this video, because if y'all laugh at this video, y'all gonna go straight to hell. Y'all hear me? Y'all gonna go straight to the bottomless pit if you laugh at this video. I'm happy for her. I had to dig deeper to find out what kind of job it was. But baby, she was so happy. You ever been so happy you just started speaking in tongues or in unknown tongues? Let's watch the video. Y'all better not laugh. Y'all better not laugh. If y'all laugh, y'all are going to hell.
I worship you, Father. I worship you, Father. I worship you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I pray that.
Let's play it again.
I worship you, Father. I worship you, Father. I worship you. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes. All right, baby. I don't know what job offer she got, baby. I don't know if I hope it was a reality show. But anyway, y'all know y'all laugh at me when I be crying and stuff too. So yeah, you know how y'all do. But yeah, I'm happy for a child, but she goes for bad, baby. Yes, ma'am. I can't wait to Reverend Elder Jamal Bryant see that video because when she first got out of prison, she went over there because she had got saved and everything, and but then about a week, 2 weeks after that, she's fighting and cutting up. Well, not physically, but cutting up on the internet. So we're happy for you, Chrisean Rock. We hope and pray that everything works out for you, baby, because we love you over here at PT's Point of View. And I don't want to get into it with her because she likes to knock y'all teeth out. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on. And of course, this is gonna be news that you can use. Y'all, I'm telling you, we're living in the last days. It's really getting bad out there. So, have y'all not heard that this Trump administration is building an Alcatraz crocodile prison? Yep. It is actually called Alligator Alcatraz. I believe I have pictures of it. If I don't, we can just talk about it. So this is going to be in Florida. Yeah, I don't think I did pictures. This is going to be in Florida, and this place is going to it's going to be like Alcatraz, and it's going to have alligators where if they decide to get out, then you know what's going to happen. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. And if anybody thinks that this is a good way to keep people from escaping, well, first of all, I was talking to a guy today in church, and he was like, you know what? He's like, I don't understand how these people think that these people, they the only illegal aliens here. A lot of y'all came here and took from people. Texas was Mexico, and y'all took it. Remember the Alamo, it's just we are living in some bad times, man. This was on the news. You mean to tell me y'all gonna build a prison where if anybody escapes, that's how what's gonna happen? This is mean and this is cruel. But I believe that God sees everything. I'm telling you, y'all, he see everything, he know everything. And also let this be a lesson, y'all. You got to get out and vote. The midterms are coming, elections are coming, y'all. Y'all got to get out and vote. You cannot sit around. I hate when people say, oh, I'm going to let the Lord fight my battle. Girl, you stupid. You stupid. Just like I don't like the fact that Rosie O'Donnell say, oh, I'm going to leave the country. For what? You got to stay and fight. You got to stay and fight. You can't leave just because, what they say, if you can't stay in the heat, get out the kitchen. No, you stay in there and put the fire out. Hey, glory. That concludes the show. I hope you guys like my new 4K camera. I went to Best Buy. That girl was almost $200. I got this girl online for less than $50. So yeah. All right, guys. Don't forget on tomorrow, this young man right here, yes, he's going to be my special guest. I'll give you guys way in advance notice to let you know what time the show is going to come on. He's a singer. He's a artist, and he has his music out already. He goes by the name of Zach P. That's ZACCP. And you can find him on YouTube. All social medias, baby. He's all over the place, and he has a huge YouTube channel. I found him was he was being really nice to the LGBTQ plus community. He is a straight man, and he was saying how much he really you know, how he recognizes the gay community and he supports them, and you know, about all the stuff that we go through. And I like straight guys like that who don't have an issue with, you know, gay people. And that's the reason why I reached out to him and said I wanted him not just to be on my show, but I want us to do a podcast together. It's supposed to be me, him, and a girl from New York. So I plan on going from the podcast to somebody's radio station. Yeah. And while I'm talking, let me tell y'all something real quick, and I gotta go. Y'all, this is a true story. So I was in a store the other day here in my hometown, and the guy, somehow my cousin Desi, she's never been there. It's called Drug Emporium. Y'all remember Drug Emporium? It's an old time, you know, store, been around a long time. Well, we went in there, and the manager didn't know that. Well, the owner, we told the girl at the front desk, well, yeah, she's never been here before. And what did she say that for us? That's when the owner found out. He came out and he kept us hostage for about 2 hours. And he kept asking, now, what's your name again? I said, you'll never forget me, because I was the first person on the Kid Craddock Morning Show. And he just, his eyes bucked like, what? He said, you was on Kid Craddock? I said, yeah. And I showed him the video, said, wow. I said, yeah, but they didn't offer me no job. He said, I got a friend here who has a radio station. What? He said, yeah, it's Spanish. I said, well, I don't know no Spanish. He said, but they do everything in English. He said, I'm going to give him your number. I said, oh, hey, you know what? A lot of times, y'all, we want things to go the way we want them to go. And sometimes that's not how the Lord wants them to go. It may go a total opposite way. Baby, I could do gossip on a Spanish radio station as long as they speak in English. I may not understand the music, but if they playing Selena or if they playing, you know, hip hop, because there is a lot of black hip hop. There's a lot of hip hop stations now that are all Hispanic, and they don't speak Spanish. They speak a whole lot of them, a whole bunch of them. There's a lot of them out there. So, all right. So don't forget, y'all, July the 10th. It's my day. I do plan on being again in Austin, Texas for my birthday. Oh, excuse me. And don't forget, on tomorrow, make sure y'all tune in for breaking news for the P. Diddy trial. You just never know what's going to happen. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to go live. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go live. I'm just going to see what. Yeah, I may go live. We'll see. So, and then again, oh, no, I got an eye appointment tomorrow, so I may miss it. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And again, y'all, I am going out of town for my birthday. If you would like your name shouted out on the radio station that morning, hit the Cash App, and I got you. And also, don't forget, that morning when I do go on the radio station, I want you guys to send a donation to the station, because it's a station, but it's like a community radio station. So they're only there because of the community. Okay. All right, guys. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see y'all next time. Hope you guys enjoy this show. Take care. Bye, y'all.
Watch me teach one of you. Watch me